Evaluating high-risk sex offenders under the SVP law is highly specialized. At the time when I conducted these evaluations, there were almost 18,000 licensed psychologists in the state of California, and fewer than 110 who performed these evaluations. Expert forensic work as a psychologist in general is rare. Expert evaluations and testimony as an SVP evaluator is even rarer. As an SVP evaluator, expertise in the statistics and science of forensic evaluations and knowledge about sex offending are necessary, and having the treatment experience is a bonus. It often helps us form a more nuanced picture of the offender. I never shy away from holding the offenders responsible for their actions and make no excuses for them. But I also have empathy and compassion for many of them as human beings. I've gotten to know so many of them in a deeply personal way, heard their life stories and struggles. So I do not approach my evaluations with damning preconceptions. I individually evaluate each case to determine if the man sitting in front of me is too dangerous, by legal definition, to live in our communities. This book represents an intersection between my life and the lives of the men I evaluated. As a forensic psychologist, I have had to decide if people who have done terrible things meet the criteria to be locked up indefinitely in a mental institution. As I met with and evaluated these men who committed abhorrent acts, I strived to do my work to the best of my ability and as ethically as I could. I employed my professional knowledge and experience and met the men with compassion, empathy, and understanding. That said, I was and still am more than a forensic psychologist. I also have had a life outside of this work. In addition to interests, hobbies, and passions, I have a family. While I've tried to keep my professional and personal lives separate over the years, it is not possible to separate them completely, and in some ways, I wouldn't want to. My growth and knowledge in one area informs the other. My experiences as a female and parent give me insight in my work, and my knowledge and my experience as a forensic evaluator give me the tools to keep myself and my children safe. As a human being, I've never stopped looking for answers about sexuality, danger, risk, humanity, parenting, and passion, ultimately gaining new perspectives. It's been several years since I wrote the first draft of this book. In the intervening time, researchers haven't stopped working to make the science of prediction and therefore prevention better. My evaluations might look different were I to write them today. Also, today my kids are older, our family looks different, and the focus of my work has shifted. Over my more than 25 years as a psychologist, my practice has expanded to include many other issues, such as addiction, couples therapy, family work, and people simply wanting to figure out how to live their best possible lives. But the SVP law has not fundamentally changed, and I believe our need to wrestle with the ethical implications has only grown more urgent. And my work with offenders continues to hold a unique place in my psyche, mind, and heart.